Okay, sure.
Yes, sir. You can start.
Yes. So today we have a very interesting topic. I don't know whether on your platform you have earlier had any session on pendulum healing.
Not
Did
yet.
you have?
No.
Okay. Okay.
No, sir. We haven't done it yet.
Okay. So, of course, if you are not used to pendulum healing, or if you are not aware what is pendulum healing, you just have to listen to the session and understand what it is going on, and then it is practice, practice, and practice. And of course, I'm always there. If you need any help, wherever you're stuck, I'll be happy to help all of you. So, this is about spiritual healing using the pendulum. There are several modalities of healing, spiritual healing, and this is one of the modalities. So before we start, I thought that some of you asked for a prayer for ancestral karma healing. So I just prepared yesterday a prayer, short prayer. So in case you want, you can take a screenshot of this. But please remember, don't take screenshot of any other slide. This slide, I'm giving you permission to take a screenshot so that you can write it down wherever you want, and read it out at least twice a day for ancestral healing. So in case you have any kind of blockages from ancestors that is stopping your spiritual growth, or even your daily life, your success in life, and so on, you can use this prayer. It's a nice prayer. It's a structured prayer, and it's also a customized prayer. In case you want, you can change some words here and there, but overall, if you keep it the way it is, it will be good. So can we go to the next slide? Okay. So this is a slide that talks about frequency and vibration, what we receive and how we receive. Uh, so there are different human consciousness levels, and it is measured in terms of hertz. So as you see, there is alpha, beta, theta, delta, spiritual state, and so on, which all hovers between 0 hertz to some kind of, maybe 30 hertz at the maximum. Beyond that, it is quite difficult to move your realization or your chetna above that. There's something called universal frequency, which the pendulum connects you with, and that is above 432 hertz. Sometimes it could be lower. It can calibrate based on the requirement, but it is very high frequency because it is connected with the divine channel. So it's quite high. So what is a pendulum? What is pendulum healing? It's nothing but just medium. It is a medium. It's a channel of energy transfer of healing, transfer of cleansing through the divine intervention in the form of some frequency in the form of some vibrations, and it can not only clean but also remove blockages, both at the body level and at the soul level, or even the mind level. That is how it is. So I'll go to the next slide. As I was telling you, there are various forms of pendulum healing. Sorry, there are various forms in which you can go for spiritual healing. Many of you must have heard about switch words. A lot of very nice words can be joined together to create a mantra or a switch word, which can be chanted for healing. There are mantras. So many mantras are there, and in our culture, in our Indian roots. We are perhaps the richest land in the world that has generated the highest number of mantras for all spheres of life. So mantras is nothing new to any of us. Sometimes certain pictures, certain idols, songs, calligraphies, those who have practiced Reiki or Dao hands and so on, calligraphies are also so powerful. Some visuals, imagination. I already had a session on imagination, how imagination can help, visualization and imagination can help in healing, including regression therapies, and so many modalities are there. And medium of healing can be anything. Medium of healing can be you yourself. You can be a channel of healing. It can be sometimes water, it can be idol, it can be picture, anything. So it depends on the healer which modality it chooses or he chooses to offer healing. So before we start with pendulum healing, we have to we have to there's an invocation. So this is kind of an invocation which we try to read out. And when we read this invocation, we try to join our hands with the pendulum. So this is my pendulum. I have several pendulums, but this is one of my pendulum that I often use for healing. So I generally keep the pendulum on my hand like this, and I can just keep my hand this way, and I can pray. Okay, I can pray with the pendulum. So the prayer, as you see, dear divine, dear the source, dear all my spiritual fathers and mothers in all realms and heavens, and Mother Nature across all lifetimes. Dear all the gods and goddesses, dear the divine committee of pendulum healing, and my dear pendulum. I love you, I love you, I love you. I love you, respect you, honor you, and appreciate you. I cannot thank you enough. Bow down and express your gratitude. Please activate my superconscious mind to create a safe and clear healing field using my pendulum as I channel my by connecting with the frequency of universal intelligence and wisdom. As I hold this pendulum and it starts oscillating, please channelize healing to the soul, mind, body of name whosoever. If it is you, then you have to take your name thrice. Okay. To transform the condition of, so you have to mention the condition for which you need your healing as appropriate for the highest good in collaboration with my voice. So you can utter certain words while you are chanting, and while you are using the pendulum, you can use certain words. I'll show you. I will demonstrate how it works. So this is the first level, because unless you invoke, especially as you see there's something called the uh, pendulum healing committee. So pendulum healing committee has to be invoked, and the right frequency gets connected with the pendulum for offering the healing. So this is very interesting now. As you see there, we have to be very, very careful with the words that we use when we offer healing. So first and foremost, we have to understand that words, you must be knowing, most of you must be knowing, words are very, very powerful. What kind of words do you use while you are offering the healing, while you are thinking, while you are working on it? That is very important, because words leads to thoughts, thoughts leads to imagination, imagination that builds in the mind, that connects to the highest frequency level. So that is the whole thing. And once the it connects to the highest frequency level, then the transmission happens through the pendulum on the person who is to be healed. Now, before we start the healing process, maybe there is one. So I'll just show you something before that. Yeah. So I think this slide should have come before. Yeah. So I'll first demonstrate to you how it works. So for example, I want to show you uh, how to how to program your computer, pendulum. That is the first step towards starting with your pendulum, because you need to know what the pendulum says and how it reacts or how it responds to whatever you are asking for. So first of all, you have to program the pendulum towards clockwise and anti-clockwise movement with yes or no. So you have to ask your pendulum. So you can actually have a spiral, maybe in a piece of paper. You can just draw a spiral. I'll just show you. Maybe you can just if you can see, for me this is clockwise. I think for you it will be anti-clockwise. So you can draw this way a clockwise spiral and keep it in front of you and hold your pendulum. Hold your pendulum, have a short prayer. You already had the invocation. So you can just hold the pendulum here like this. And you can ask the pendulum, show me yes. Or you can just program the pendulum with yes. And the pendulum, dear pendulum, please show me yes. Clockwise movement for yes. So my pendulum is, I'm not moving my hand. Please don't be under the misconception that I'm moving my hand. I'm not moving my hand. I just have to hold the pendulum this way. These two fingers, I'm just holding this small ball which is there. Okay, I'm holding the pendulum. The paper is here with the with clockwise movement. I'm keeping it here on the pendulum. I'm asking my pendulum to follow the clockwise movement that I see there. And my pendulum shows yes. It revolves exactly that way. Okay. Now, if I ask my pendulum to show me no, okay. So for no, I will have an anti-clockwise movement. Okay. So that is this way. Now I remove this paper and I have this. I keep it in front of me. It's better that electronic goods are not in front of you. I'm sitting in front of my laptop. That is not the right way to use pendulum, because it's better that you are not in front of any electronic stuff when you're using your pendulum, not even your watch. But this is a demonstration class, so I don't have a choice because it is all on Zoom. So I have to use it. So now I am asking my pendulum, please, my dear pendulum, please oscillate or move anti-clockwise to show no. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So this is yes and no. So if you want, you can just copy this, or you can do it, draw it this way on a piece of paper. And the first exercise with the pendulum is to program it for yes and no. Now, when you're using your pendulum, you can also ask questions. For example, you can ask your pendulum, uh, my dear pendulum, should I have bread today for breakfast? Okay, just and anything you can ask. Should I have bread and something for breakfast? Should I have bread? So the next diagram that you see here, this one that you see here, so this can be used for that. So, for example, if it is doubtful or maybe it will move, it will not give a circular movement. It will move this way. It will move this way. If it is yes, it will move this way because you are having the picture in front of you and you are keeping a pendulum this way. So it will give you a response that way. So I can give you an example. I can show you again. So for example, I am asking my pendulum a question. Already it has happened or it will happen. Okay. Dear pendulum, did I have my breakfast? I know myself whether I had my breakfast or not. Okay. Did I have my breakfast? So I can write yes, no, doubtful. So this is what I've written, not this part, huh? I didn't anticipate that I'll be using paper. This one. So now I'm putting this here in front of me. Am I asking my pendulum, my dear pendulum, if I have if I had my breakfast, then it will be a vertical movement. If I did not have my breakfast, it will be a horizontal movement. And if it is doubtful, it will be slanting movement, 45 degrees. Okay. My dear pendulum, did I have my breakfast today? It doesn't take a second to respond. It doesn't take a second to respond. Immediately it oscillates. And if you want, I can show my plate. I just had my breakfast. Okay. So this is the power of the pendulum. But in fact, you can ask a lot of complex questions to the pendulum also. And another experiment which is very nice to understand, when you are asking questions which are negative, the pendulum gives a negative response to that vibration of the word. For example, you see here hate and love. So we can also have an experiment with hate and love. The moment you have the word love, the pendulum will behave very differently. If you want to see, I can show you. I'll start with hate. My dear pendulum, in front of you, you can see on the screen, there is a word. How would you react to this word? If you see, it is a vertical movement. Because it is electronic, it is not responding so well. Now, I'll show you with love. My dear pendulum, how would you react to this word love? It is horizontal movement. If you see, I'll bring it closer to the screen. My dear pendulum, how do you react to the word love? Also, I don't know whether you're observing the speed of oscillation for love is much stronger than the speed of oscillation of hate. So it reacts very positively to positive words and it reacts negatively to negative words. So words have power. So you have to be careful about using the words for your pendulum healing. So I'll go to the next. Yeah. So this is again another very interesting slide where you can actually ask questions. For example, here, if you see there's a sorry, yeah. Am I emotionally vulnerable? Okay. So you can use different kinds of scales to understand what is the extent to which you are emotionally vulnerable. You can even try to change it to more specific. For example, am I emotionally vulnerable when my father scolds me? Or in this particular situation? Or it can be a general question also. So any kind of question that you have, you can actually use the pendulum and the meat and the scale that you see here. These scales are all available on internet. You can try it out. So you can use these kind of scales, or you can draw your scale the way I showed you. You can draw your scale and you can ask questions and you can answer. So it is not only that you should limit yourself to yes, no. It can also be very, very accurate. But accuracy is practice. It will not be accurate unless you keep on practicing. As you keep on practicing, your vibration, you are a medium, you are a channel. We are not, we are normal human beings. So we are just a channel. So the pendulum connecting with the highest frequency, the tuning of the frequency gets more and more accurate the more you practice. But initial phases, maybe just yes, no, maybe doubtful is fine. But the moment you are practicing it for months after months together, then you can use these kind of charts to be very, very accurate with your predictions on any question that you ask to the pendulum. So we can actually think of how to take it forward and what to do. It's more or less you have to, as I told you, you have to hold the pendulum with a gap of 4 inches. My pendulum is already at that particular range, so I hold it this way. But you can hold it closer also. You can hold it this way also. No problem. Okay. You have to be relaxed. You have to be straight. Keep some space between your support and your spine. Sit straight, and preferably your legs should be grounded when you're sitting in a chair. And the position of your feet, if it seats with 30-degree angles, spine straight. Then you start with the invocation. And how do you actually offer the sorry. Yeah, sorry. How do you actually offer when you are walking with the pendulum? How do you actually do it? So when you're having the pendulum in your hand this way, when you're having the pendulum this way, you should gaze at the pendulum. Okay, you know that hazy gaze that we have, that we can, instead of looking very specific at the pendulum, try to make your gaze at the pendulum bit hazy. Okay, by reducing the your eyeballs or whatever it is. Just look at it. The pendulum works better if you stare at it. So when you're looking at it, you have to look at the pendulum and then ask for whatever you want. Now, if you see, the pendulum is not oscillating anything because I don't have a command. I have not commanded anything. It is waiting for a command. Okay, so this is the way. So you first have your pendulum. Start with the invocation. Have your pendulum in your hand. Start with the invocation. Once the invocation is over, make sure that you're sitting straight. Your legs are 30-degree apart. Hold your pendulum this way. I generally hold it this way. I keep my support on the table this way, and this is the way I hold, and I offer my prayer that I have to offer. I don't use the watch. I don't have any electronic stuff close by, and that is the best way to do it. Not don't even sit in front of electric connections and all that. That's my. You will see better results if you are not surrounded with any energy, any artificial energy around you. You will get better results. Okay, so let us go to screen share again. Yeah. So there are two kinds of healing that we do. One is for cleaning, and the other is for installing energy. So sometimes you need to have, just to clean if there's any bad energy, unwanted energy, something that is disturbing your energy or aura cycle and so on. Then you can first clean. So there could be a cleaning command, and there could be a installing command, installing new energy, healing energy, and so on. If any case is very acute, we offer both, one after the other. I don't do it that way. This is theory. This is what people say. This is the way it should do. It should happen. And another thing that you see here is cleaning command will be generally clockwise oscillation, and installing energy command is generally cleaning is generally anti-clockwise, and installing energy, installing healing on a particular aura field or a body, physical body, or even at the soul, it is clockwise oscillation. I don't do it this way. I and in fact, for beginners, it is often said that you start oscillating this way. So if you want, you start oscillating this way. In fact, to be very frank with you, when I first started, long time back, when I started pendulum healing, and I used to learn from the masters, I never believed that the pendulum can move on its own. Because my thought was, I am doing everything. The moment I submitted myself and I understood and believed that I am just a channel, I am nobody here, I'm just a channel, I'm just a postman, everything changed. And I just connect with the pendulum. I don't even want the pendulum to oscillate or to douse. It does it on its own. So for me, whether I'm cleaning or I'm healing, I don't look at the direction of oscillation. So for me, many a times I have seen that the pendulum oscillates anti-clockwise for healing and cleaning together also. So if I have, please clean the negative energy, clean and heal the negative energy in my body. Just as an example, I'm showing you how it will work. So, my dear pendulum, please clean any negative energy in my body and heal as appropriate. My dear pendulum, please clean and heal my energy. My dear pendulum, please clean and heal my energy levels. My dear pendulum, please clean and heal my energy. My dear pendulum, please clean and heal my energy. My dear pendulum, please clean and heal my energy. My dear pendulum, please clean and heal my energy. My dear pendulum, please clean and heal my energy. My dear pendulum, please clean and heal my energy. My dear pendulum, please clean and heal my energy. My dear pendulum, please clean and heal my energy. 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 Please clean and heal. Please clean and heal. Please clean and heal. Please clean and heal my energy. 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 Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So as you see, you start with it. It starts rotating. It can rotate really fast. I mean, it can go to this level also for rotation. The degree that it creates can be really very, the angle could be really broad. Okay. And when the cleaning is over, it automatically stops. You don't need to do anything there. And it is like hardly 30 seconds, 40 seconds, depending on what you're doing. Okay. So that is how it works. So this is where we are. Yeah. So you can also start with this. You can have a scale, and in your mind, you can just whenever this is true for anything, even Reiki, pranic healing, any kind of healing, you can first have a scale in front of you, and you can measure what is the problem that you're having right now, and what is the extent, what is the depth of the problem that you have. In your mind, you can note it down or write it down somewhere. And after the healing is over, also you can measure what is the level where you are. One thing that is very important, you cannot offer healing to any person without seeking permission from that person. You cannot. Okay. So even when you are asking questions about somebody. So for example, Pendulum, please tell me whether my boss's mood is good today. Wrong question. Don't ask about boss's mood. Ask about yourself. Dear Pendulum, please tell me whether I should approach my boss with ABCD today. So you are not directing the question to your boss, you are directing the question to yourself. Because who is boss? Boss is boss because you work with him or her. Otherwise, there is no boss, right? You are not bothered about, say, the boss of NASDAQ. The person whom you report to is your boss. So it is about you, not about the boss. So always try to focus on yourself first if you have questions. And if you need to ask about others, you have to seek permission. But the best way to handle is try to connect with yourself. Then there's no breaking of any rule or any mistake there. It's perfectly fine. Okay. And this is again kind of a very short invocation come command that you can give to the pendulum. If you see, as I told you, for cleaning, you are cleaning to 0. And for healing, it is increase the energy levels. You use the word increase there, or heal for the condition of. Don't ever use the word, my dear pendulum, please connect with the divine ... and heal my migraine. Remember, migraine is not yours. Okay. The moment you say my migraine, as if you own the migraine. Migraine is an external entity that is disturbing your field. If you notice very carefully, I have used the word for this reason, heal the condition of migraine. Heal the condition of emotional turmoil. Don't say heal my emotional turmoil. It is not yours. It is out of your system. Okay. Okay. Again, don't use the word that I am suffering from. No, you are not suffering. At least heavens is not creating a situation for you to use the word suffer. In the context of heaven, there's nothing called punishment. I had one session with you long time back. I hope you remember. There's nothing called punishment. It is about situations that the divine creates to help you learn. Sometimes we understand, sometimes we don't understand why we go through certain problems. So don't use the word suffered. You use the word, as I have written here, I am currently going through. So it is neither positive nor negative. Heal the condition of dash, dash, dash. I am currently going through, and always use the word as most appropriate. I'll tell you a story. There used to be a doctor friend of mine. He's still a friend of mine. He actually conducted a couple of surgeries on my body also. He's an orthopedic surgeon, very renowned. Now, oh, I forgot the context. What I was about to discuss. Yes, yes, correct. So he wanted to reduce weight. Okay, so I gave him certain this thing to chant and to do something. So he wanted to reduce belly fat. Okay, so he was chanting for that, and I met him after 6 to 8 months, I think, suddenly in a market. And I was surprised to see him. He has become lean, patla, this way, very, very thin. So I asked him, what's wrong with you? How have you reduced so much? What happened? So then he said, I'm suffering from diabetes now. So you wanted to be thin. You became thin. How? By having another ailment in your body. So that is why it is very important to say as appropriate. So heaven should judge what is appropriate for us. It should not be that you are asking for something at the cost of something. We don't want that. So if heaven thinks that, oh, it's okay, you are a bit, chubby, you are a bit fat, but if you reduce your weight, you will attract some other disease. So then better not to do it. So now he is fighting with diabetes, and diabetes is not going at all. It's there with him. He's finding it very difficult to get rid of diabetes. So these are certain things we have to be very careful. And that is why I was saying you have to be very careful with your words. Whatever words you are using are very, very important. And any wrong word that you use for your healing can lead to enormous problems. Yeah. So you can this is nothing very difficult to understand, a very simple thing. You can also use the pendulum to find out which chakra is creating problem or has anything and anything which that is not functioning properly in your body. You can use this diagram, this chart for chakra healing also. So first you can identify, you can just keep the pendulum and ask, my dear pendulum, please tell me which chakra in my body needs healing. So that is the first command, to identify which chakra. And then you can do the cleaning and then healing. So here there are three steps: identification, cleaning, healing. That is also possible. You can do that. Okay. And please don't be under the misconception that you can only heal your body with your pendulum. You can heal your body, soul, mind, everything. And not only yourself, you can heal others also. But of course, when you're offering healing to others, you have to do it with permission. You have to take permission from others before you offer healing. Okay, these are some examples of some words or affirmations that you can use. Implant positivity, for example, implant positivity into my timeline and energy field. Okay. Correct deficiency in decision making. My dear pendulum, please correct my deficiency in decision making. Please correct my deficiency in decision making. Please correct my deficiency in decision making. Just repeat a few times when the pendulum oscillates, as I showed you some time back. And then you can remain silent for some time. Just chant it in your mind until the pendulum stops. Now, question is how long and what? Generally speaking, it's you have to, I mean, if it is a deep rooted thing, then you have to do it for at least twice a day, and you have to continue for 3 to 6 months. If it is a deep rooted thing, if it is just sardi, zukam, khasi, then you can try it out anytime. I mean, within 3 to 4 days, you will find results. Another thing is there, if you're offering healing to somebody for a particular problem over a long period of time, and so then what happens, the pendulum gets connected with that person for healing. So in these kind of cases, if there is something specific that comes up outside the purpose of healing that you're providing, the pendulum reacts very, very fast, because the pendulum is already connected to that person, the healing that you're offering to that person. So this way, I was offering a healing to somebody for schizophrenia, and her mother suddenly called me a couple of days, few days back, saying that, Devashish, for last few days, I'm observing that she's not having any life force whatsoever. Early morning, she wakes up and she can't even brush her teeth. She refuses to go for a bath. So I just use the pendulum to install life force. And generally with this patient that I'm talking about, when there is no message on my WhatsApp, it means that everything is fine. I receive messages only when it is not working. So I have not received messages for the last 3 to 4 days. I wanted to ask, but I forgot asking. So I have not received any message, which means everything is going well. So these are certain things that that you can use. You can use any kind of command. These are some examples that you can use. So if you want to disconnect with something also, you can do that. So if you want to disassociate your energy with somebody, you can do that. These are certain examples of some charts that are there. You can use, for example, the top chart that you see there is for suppose a kid is there and is not sure what should be his direction that he should take for his career. Should he go for a teaching profession or a government job, or should be a trader, should be an entrepreneur, should take up a corporate job, or should be something associated with creativity and so on. So the pendulum can be used for that purpose. But for any of these charts, it's very important to really have command on your pendulum. It is not for starters, not for beginners. You will understand the moment you start working with your pendulum, you will understand that you're gradually getting confidence on your pendulum. Another thing is there. Suppose you gain a lot of confidence with your pendulum, current pendulum, and something happens to your pendulum. Suppose the string cuts here. I mean, it's a physical matter. It can get damaged for some reason. And you want to change your pendulum. No problem. You can pass on the energy of the pendulum to another pendulum also. Take two pendulums together and join your hands and pray. Please pass on the energy of this pendulum, the vibrations with which it connects with the universal frequency to this pendulum. If you want, you can even give a name to your pendulum. Okay. So it could be even in the form of, suppose you want to wear a particular stone. You can ask the pendulum, please tell me which stone is good for me. That's also possible. Physical ailments. You can keep your pendulum on top. What is the physical ailment that is deep rooted in me because of which I'm having whatever it is? You can use all of that. Okay. We are coming to the end of the session. It is very important to rejuvenate your pendulum also. The best way to rejuvenate your pendulum is to expose it to sunlight. That's the best way to rejuvenate your pendulum. And also, the pendulum is good. The pendulum will give you better results the more you use it. The more you keep it with yourself, the more you show your love and affection to your pendulum. You can even heal your pendulum with the pendulum. You can use a command to heal the pendulum with itself. Please clean any negative energy that you have, because you are using the pendulum to heal somebody else also. So many times the negative energy stored in the pendulum, it has to be cleaned, because if you don't clean the pendulum, then it has already become a nilkant. So you have to remove all the negative energy from the pendulum so that it is again filled with positive energy and it can again offer healing to others, because it is anyway a channel. It should not be blocked. What happens when we are washing utensils in the basin? Sometimes the pipe gets choked and water doesn't flow. So then you have to flush it and remove all the dirt in the pipeline. It happens with everything in life. So you have to clean. So these are some minor points to remember. It can be a physical problem or an emotional problem. You can connect to the universe and change it. You have the power to reverse a particular situation in your life. The pendulum is not meant for only the body. It can be body, mind, soul, energy, everything. It is a medium that connects to very intelligent biophotonic light of the universe. Biophotonic light is light of healing. Okay. It connects to the intelligent biophotonic light, and the pendulum knows exactly what vibration to attract also, because you are submitting yourself to the higher self. So it connects with the frequency that is required to pass on the energy to yourself or to somebody whom you are offering the healing. And please remember, we are just channels to transmit universal frequency. We are not the universal frequency. Neither the pendulum is universal frequency. The pendulum is just a channel to pass on universal frequency. Okay. Thank you very much. I'm done. I think today we completed the session quite fast. So any questions?